some of the bull's blood into the tent of meeting. The priest is to dip his finger into the blood and spatter some of it 7 times before Jehovah in front of the curtain. He will then put some of the blood on the horns of the altar, that is, before Jehovah, which is in the tent of meeting. And he will pour all the rest of the blood at the base of the altar of burnt offering, which is at the entrance of the tent of meeting. He will remove all its fat and make it smoke on the altar. He is to do to the bull just as he did to the other bull of the sin offering. That is how he will do it. And the priest will make an atonement for them, and they will be forgiven. He will have the bull taken to the outskirts of the camp and will burn it, just as he burned the first bull. It is a sin offering for the congregation. When a chieftain unintentionally sins by doing one of all the things that Jehovah his God commands should not be done, and has become guilty, or if he becomes aware of the sin that he has committed against the commandment, then he must bring a sound young male goat as his offering. He will lay his hand on the head of the young goat and slaughter it in the place where the burnt offering is slaughtered before Jehovah. It is a sin offering. The priest will take some of the blood of the sin offering with his finger and put it on the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and he will pour the rest of its blood at the base of the altar of burnt offering. He will make all its fat smoke on the altar like the fat of the communion sacrifice, and the priest will make an atonement for him for his sin, and it will be forgiven him. If any one of the people of the land sins unintentionally and becomes guilty by doing one of the things that Jehovah commands should not be done, or if he becomes aware of a sin that he has committed, then he should bring a sound young female goat as his offering for the sin he has committed. He will lay his hand on the head of the sin offering and slaughter the sin offering in the same place as the burnt offering. The priest will take some of its blood with his finger and put it on the horns of the altar of burnt offering, and he will pour all the rest of its blood at the base of the altar. He will remove all its fat, just as the fat is removed from the communion sacrifice, and the priest will make it smoke on the altar as a pleasing aroma to Jehovah, and the priest will make atonement for him, and it will be forgiven him.